You guys are here to learn all about Cobra's brand new DS Adapt drivers. I'm here with Chad Dehart from Cobra. We're inside Cool Club's brand new facility inside the Roger Dunn Santa Ana. Today we are going to take a deep dive into all the driver products, learn everything we need to know about them. We're going to go through a fitting with a great player to find out how these products perform in a fitting environment. And not only that, we're going to take you to a golf course after the fitting to show you what these drivers really do in a real world scenario. But before we get into this, don't forget, Worldwide Golf is home of the 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's
All right. Let's start with the LS.
Yeah, so the LS has got our most extreme aero package presented into it. There's kind of three factors that go into creating the fastest driver in our lineup. Aero being one of them, our new hot face insert, which is getting us really good ball speed, and then our adaptive weighting, which includes our power bridge construction internally to get CG low and forward to get those really good high ball speeds. And then our most evolutionary product or technology for this year is our new FutureFit 33 Hosel system, which gives us 33 unique settings, especially for fitters like you. A lot of options to choose from.
I'm excited to get into that today.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, next one on the list.
Yeah, so the X is, I say it's a blend of speed and stability. So for a guy that might not be able to handle the LS and needs a little bit more forgiveness, the X is a good model for them. It has two adjustable weights, so you can move the weight forward to get that ball speed, but if you need a little extra stability, a little extra forgiveness, you could throw the weight in the back and be able to achieve that as well.
The tweener between the next model.
For sure.
Now we got the Max K.
Yeah, so the Max K is something that we're excited about. It's our first version of a 10K MOI product in our lineup. So this is ultimate stability for, this is gonna really reduce the twisting on off-center hits. So, we also see higher handicap guys that fit just right into this product, no problem. But we also see a lot of better players too that are looking just for that straight ball flight and really narrow in those misses. It's a great option to use.
Going as hard as you can at it and knowing it's going to be on the fairway.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, last but definitely not least, we got the Max D.
Yeah, so the Max D, exactly what it is. It's a draw setting driver. So for the guys and gals out there that struggle with a little bit of a slice, lose it for a right-handed golfer left to right, the Max D is a ultimate left-handed featured driver here.
Perfect. Well, that's all the theory. I think we're going to jump into a fitting scenario and find out what these products do for our man.
For sure, let's do it.
All right. We've got Eric Wood, affectionately known as Woody. He's signed up today to do this fitting with us. Off camera, we got him to obviously test his game at driver.
Yep.
It's a low spin model and he's got a strong shaft that's kind of appropriate for where he's at with speed. So I wanted to start him off with a head that's kind of closest in spin to what he's got right now, which is the LS.
Yeah, the LS, yeah.
And let's just kind of get a head comparison there, and then we can kind of cycle through the models and see which is more appropriate.
Yeah, that sounds like a good game plan. Let's do that.
So taking a look at that data, we got some pretty decent shots on with the LS. It's kind of similar to his own. We saw that making a smoother golf shaft to try and get the ball to pop a little more.
Yeah.
Maybe hurt the dispersion.
Yep.
So we're just changing the shaft up for this next experiment, getting him to a little stiffer, even more like he's playing right now.
I think we should try some other models though, and I think the X is a next good step to try here for some stability.
When I thought about the models in my head, like this is kind of where I thought, gives him that option of flight control and obviously, a little more stability with this head shape. Woody, let's try the DS Adapt X. So Woody, you felt some of the benefits from that golf shaft there?
I just thought this performed a little bit better for how, the feel of it. I think the combo of the little stiffer shaft with this was, it just felt more solid to me.
The X model, we saw a little tighter dispersion, a little bit tighter of a grouping pattern down range. So I think definitely shows the stability of X versus LS, and I think we're going down the right path here.
So we've seen the LS in action, we've seen the X in action.
Yep.
We've got the Max D, which we talked about in the introduction of being, a more draw bias, it's still a forgiving option.
Yes.
Woody likes to see the ball flight move right to left,
yep.
And he does have that right miss. So, I mean, there is a theory here that, this could improve his ability to consistently move it right to left.
Yep.
We just don't want to necessarily pigeonhole a player into that ball flight.
Exactly.
All right, Woody, let's see what you got, bud.
Yep.
I mean, this is great talking point for you guys.
Yeah, it's It's doing exactly what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to send it as far right as possible.
Might
It just
not be
keeps
for
coming
Woody,
back.
like we said earlier. It's definitely going to promote right to left.
Wow, that's funny because I just blocked it so far right and it just went straight.
But just showcase the Max D and its potential of going right to left for the players out there that, you know, might struggle with the slice, or as I like to softly say it, the Chardonnay fade.
So when we look at the downrange data, which is like the most important here, numerically maybe not, we saw those three at the beginning, left, left, left.
Yep.
And then Woody's a great player. Like he's like, okay, let me figure this out and try and get it straight. Or let's see what his bad one does. As you know, everything at speed is accentuated. Exactly. Woody's got high speed. We should be seeing big cuts with that shot, and it was just an arrow. Okay, well, last but not least, in this run of 4, we've got the 10K.
10K, Max K, ultimate stability. We see a wide range of player that this head fits into. So we see a lower handicap like Woody with some speed that I think is going to be a good head for him to try. I'm excited to see him hit this one. But yeah, we also see the higher handicap guy that also needs some stability and consistency there.
Well, Woody, take this thing for a test drive. Let's do it. All right, Woody, that was the Max K. It was interesting, right? So the spin, I think most people think in like this 10K model is going to be super high spin. It was actually kind of like right in the middle of the pack for the spin.
Yeah, I think this Max K is definitely, it's not going to be a really high spinning driver. It's still, you know, like I said earlier in our video, it's going to fit a wide range of players.
And then we kind of like looked at all of the models together here.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect time to talk about adapt, because we really do need to maybe adapt one of these models to what Woody's needs are.
The LS, I think, is what intrigued his eye initially when we started this fitting. So I think we should take the LS, we can take the heavyweight, throw it in the back, which is going to give him a little bit more stability, but still give him all that ball speed and low spin that he's looking for.
First of all, I just thought it was a beautiful looking head. Like it just set up and looked really like good to my eye. And that just kind of popped out at me, and I'm kind of like a little bit of a smaller head. Even though the bigger heads were more forgiving, you could kind of feel them because I did hit it all over the club face. But I just kind of like the cleaner, smaller, more compact club head for my eye. And it felt pretty solid when I did catch it, so.
Awesome.
Ball speed was in the right place, the spin was in a close place. We can improve on both of those things. And with these final tweaks of the weight position you've mentioned, and then we've got the 33 options in the sleeve.
Yeah, so we haven't even really touched on that yet. FutureFit 33, it's an evolutionary technology that we're excited about. It's kind of the first time you can decouple loft and lie. Old fitting systems, or single sleeve sleeves. Your flattest lie setting is always going to be your standard setting for most manufacturers out there in the golfing space. So anytime you make an adjustment, whether it's up and loft or down the loft, you're actually making it more upright in most cases, which for a stronger swing player and guy that has speed like Woody, you want to go down and loft a lot of times, but you're making that club more upright, which is kind of counterintuitive sometimes in the fitting world. It's not exactly ideal what you want to do. So we're excited with FutureFit 33. We're able to completely decouple that and provide a loft and a lie, and they're not tied together. We can completely hit our chart that we want to hit.
All right, Woody, it's time to adapt this driver for your game. We've put in the shaft the same as the others. We've moved that weight to the back, add a little more forgiveness. We've also taken advantage of the Hosel here, and just nudged it towards a little more draw.
Woody likes to hit a right to left ball flight, so we put it in the D2 setting. So it's about a 1.5 degree upright lie angle, but standard loft, so we keep him in the right loft there. So his launch and everything else should stay fairly consistent. He's going to get a little more stability with the weight, the heavier weight in the back of the LS head, and then hopefully with the lie angle change, he's going to see the tilt of the ball spin axis change a little bit and get that right to left ball flight that he likes to see.
All right, Woody, it's your time to shine. All right, Woody, so we've really kind of dialed this in now. We've got the Hosel setting in the right place.
Yep.
We've got the weight in a seemingly better spot.
Yeah.
All I can comment on is, what we see as fitters, the downrange. This is our tightest circle.
Yeah.
We've got the ball speed in a nice spot. We've got the RPMs in a nice spot. And Woody, pass a little comment on what's today been like in terms of like your average golf swings, good golf swings, and how we've got to where we are right here.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was kind of interesting because I just didn't make my best swings today, and so I really needed the help from the golf club. And as you guys started fitting and finding the right place, it was amazing. By the time we really ended up with the club, I still wasn't hitting it very well, but the club was saving me, and I could just feel that it was just kind of helping me out. So I was able to just keep making passes at it and kind of just somehow kept it in play. So I think you guys had more to do with it than I did. So it was a great experience.
And what I'm really excited for next is something that I don't get to do as a fitter very often, I don't know if you do, is go onto the golf course and experience this in the real world and get some player feedback on how this is going to change his game.
Yeah, for sure. It's one thing in the hitting bay. It's got to check out on the golf course, and excited to get Woody out there today and watch him hit this off the tee.
We made it. Final piece of the activation here is we're at Black Gold Golf Club and we are putting the driver to the test on the golf course. We've got the third hole out here, which is a real tight fairway. We've got bunker on the left, bunker on the right, cutting in rough, and a pinch point, which is bang on your good shot yardage, about 280 yards roll out. We've got a super, super tight fairway. We saw with your driver, your gamer right now, that you did have a bit of left and a bit of right in there. And we want to really like tone that back and help you find the fairway more often. The other thing that comes along with when you hit a driver straight, you perceive it as longer because you know this curvature knocks yardage away. So I don't know if we're going to gain yardage, but I feel like your feeling on the golf course might be that you've gained because you're in the fairway and you can take advantage of this short par 4 here. How are you feeling about it?
Love it. Looking forward to it. Let's do it.
We're on the tee box. This is real golf, mate. It doesn't really matter. This is the real world golf hole. Whether you strike it good or bad, we're expecting you to find that narrow little fairway up there. Let's see what you got, buddy.
Let's go, Woody.
All right, I feel it.
Straight down the middle with a baby draw.
Right down the left-hand side.
Fairway in regulation.
This fairway in regulation. Let's get another one. Oh!
There we go.
Dylan is in that line right down there. That's awesome. Woody, there it is.
Better.
Draw, nice flight on it, and I don't know if people could get the impression of how tight this fairway is from what we showed. Hopefully that drone footage that we got shows that this is a narrow fairway and you just split it in two.
I'd be 3 for 3, bro.
We were excited to see how this performed on the golf course, and I think it delivered straight out the gate.
It just felt better and better throughout the day too. I got more comfortable with it. It felt comfortable, and I was able to make a nice swing on a tight golf hole.
Not many people get to take a club directly out of a fitting onto the golf course, so that's pretty cool. It's scary as well. Yeah. Give us a little feedback about from walking out of that fitting bay and being really like numbers-based, technical, to being on a golf course and like having to get it done. You know, did you have more confidence? How did you feel over it? Talk about it.
I think fittings are unique because you're indoors and you're just trying to make a good swing and you're looking at numbers, and it kind of makes it difficult to give it your bread and butter golf swing. And I think I felt more comfortable later in the day because I was struggling, and then I just kind of tried to visualize a golf hole and how would I go about it. So I started hitting it better indoors, and then it was great because I was able to walk out here and literally visualize a golf hole. And that was kind of more my routine, and it was, you know, and it felt great.
Well, we started the final segment of our day here on the fairway, down the fairway, in the small little narrow portion that you had to find. So I think no better fitting way to close this out than to go down and see where you finish this thing up. So we actually got the chance to hit a few shots down here, 3. We've got the first one here on the left, second one here, arguably middle, third one even further up and in the middle. And this really does evidence what we saw in the fitting bay. We basically saw from where your gamer was, which definitely had some missed fairway shots, tighten up the dispersion. And like, that's the main thing, right? We want to hit fairways, play golf. We don't want the distance to drop off too much. And you can see this one's almost level with this one. And I think fair to say you didn't catch the first one perfectly.
I missed the first one pretty bad.
All right, still fairway, almost level with this second one. Great in terms of not losing distance.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the third one, which is what we were hunting for, we either picked up distance or equaled the distance of your gamer, and you found the confidence to thread it into this, probably the most narrow fairway I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, it felt good. It was a solid contact. Ball flew just the way I wanted it.
Yeah, shape, able to turn it over.
Exactly how I wanted it. And the misses are in the fairway. So I mean, at the end of the day, you're only as good as your miss, right? Yep. So it was really performed well.
A lot of thank yous. First of all, thank you for you guys sticking in there and watching this and getting to experience what Woody went through. Thank you, Woody, for participating and being a willing participant in this experiment, which worked out.
My pleasure, Jack.
Thank you to Chad and Team Cobra. It was a big operation to get this all out there and really look into the DS Adapt line for 2025.
Yeah, we're happy to be part of this day. Woody, it was good to meet you, take you through the experience, and glad to see that the fitting went well. We got you a driver that's dialed for you, and we're really excited about our product for 2025.
Yes, awesome. Last piece, thank you, is Black Gold Golf Club for letting us use this beautiful place to get some real world data and showcase what can happen on the golf course. Don't forget, if you want to check out Cobra's DS Adapt line, head to a Worldwide Golf location or go to worldwidegolf.com to book your fit-in for Cobra DS Adapt today. Worldwide Golf is home of the 90 days, 100% satisfaction guarantee. Get there.